Sithi Zulu ithemba alibulali, but in English they say it's the hope that kills you. And in the case of this movie, ithemba laqeda ngabantu. Hope did in fact kill them. Or to be more accurate, the harshness of reality destroyed their hopes and dreams. Even though nobody dies in this film, ekugcineni kodwa the main characters might have all been dead because basebefana nabantu abafile. Amaphupho abo aphelele emoyeni njengesishiphi, nethemba lokuthi izinto ziyoke ilunge lashabalala lonke. One character lost her sanity, one lost her dignity, one lost his freedom, and one lost his dreams and his arm. This is the best film I never want to watch again. Requiem for a Dream. I know I'm saying it wrong, but let's go. Le story siqala kamnandi with a game show yakudala with old looking footage.
Mary Kellington.
Juice by Mary, Juice by Mary, oh Mary. Then Bongciliyani TV. Umama nendodana yakhe bayaxabana. Harry, the son, wants to take the TV. Old lady Sarah is upset at Harry for this. Ukuthi he's doing this shit again. Kodwa uyamsaba umfana wakhe. Old lady lihambe liyozivalela ekamereni. Harry ayithathe ngenkani TV. His friend Tyrone is waiting for him outside. And in case it hasn't clocked to you yet, amaphara lawa odoti oskhotheni. They push the TV nestand sakhona all the way to the pawn shop. They pawn it. They get the money. Bethenge idakamizwa zabo, heroin, and they shoot up and get high.
Dance on Wendy's.
Shuti, this movie is separated into 3 parts: summer, fall, and winter. This part is called summer, when everything was okay. Things could have been better. Things could have been better than this. Kodwa, things were okay here.
Dance on Wendy's.
Then they get the munchies. Bese beya my friend. Besahleli lapho they get the idea of wanting to become drug dealers themselves.
We need to get us a piece of this Brody shit, cut it up, and off it. We can double our money easy.
So they can start making money and always have enough drugs to consume. Khona bezoyeka ukulokhu beyothatha iTV ye-OLED. And then we meet intombi kaHarry, Marian, isiqubu esihle with beautiful eyes and beautiful black hair. We learn that she comes from a wealthy family. Bamenzela almost yonke into akayifunayo. They pay for her apartment as well as therapy sessions that she doesn't even attend. Shuti vele already we know that this girl has problems. Kodwa she doesn't even attend the therapy sessions that her parents pay for. Instead, what she does is go out to dinner with her therapist, Impandla le, Arnold, every now and then so that he doesn't snitch on her kubazali bakhe. Shuthi uyamdidisa nje uyamjabulisa. Abazali ba Marian give her almost everything money has to offer.
Which is fine, you know, it's great. It's just money is never what I really wanted from them, you know? That's pretty much all I have to give.
But what they don't give her is love, attention, and approval, which is what she really wants. Harry, on the other hand, gives her all of that, but he also gives her drugs. That's why she spends most of her time with him and has made him her whole life. He sells her this dream of him and Tyrone becoming drug dealers. Ebese i-profit abazoyenza lapho, they will open a store where Marian will design and sell clothes. Since vele kuyinto akayithandayo uMarian.
We could do it together.
Nangempela ke uHarry no Tyrone, they buy the drugs, they start selling. Marian starts designing clothes. And kancane imali ingena yanda imali eqoqweni. They make so much money that they even rent out Indawo, which will become the clothing store. Their plan seems to be working. Izinto zihamba kahle. It's summer, right? They also have a lot of drugs to smoke, so they're not running out of any money. They're not running out of any drugs. Tyrone uzakhumbule mfethu his childhood. He reminisces on his childhood. Isithembiso akasenza to his late mother that one day he will make it. It's becoming more and more likely that he will fulfill that promise, even though his mom is late. Noheri ngala ukhumbuli olate lakhe, ingqondo ngazuthi siyabuya kancane, ukhumbule ekhaya.
I've been thinking about getting something for her, you know, like a present or something.
Television, right? I mean, if ever there's a TV junkie, it's the old lady.
We really love her, don't you?
Amaphara mfethu abantu nabo baneyinhliziyo ukuthi balawulwa yilezi zinto abayibhemayo nje. You remember uSarah, right, umaka Harry? So wahamba wayoyikhipha iTV yakhe lapha ka-Cash Crusaders at the pawn shop. When the pawn shop owner asks uSarah ukuthi kuyoze kube nini uhlushwa uHarry kuphuca iTV yakho, awutsheli ngani amaphoyisa akhulume naye? And the response kaSarah is a heartbreaking one. She says,
I couldn't do that. Harry's my only child. He's all I have.
and nangampela mfethu, we see how lonely this old lady is. Umfelokazi who spends all of her time in front of the TV watching this show and eating chocolates and other nice things. And wait, more to the bigger bongo, this is what they do. They just spend all of their days watching TV. So I understand the predicament of calling the cops on Harry. What if they actually take him away? Then usezosala nobani uSarah. Even though lo Harry wakhona engahlali naye, even though he only comes by to steal the TV, but at least he does come by. At least someone comes by. Ukunokuhlala wedwa nje, with no one coming to see you every now and then. One day, uma oleti ezibukela TV like she always does, kungena i-call.
Hello? Mrs. Goldfarb? Mrs. Sarah Goldfarb?
Me speaking.
I'm calling to tell you you've already won. Mail-in block discovers contestants for most of America's television shows. You've already been chosen from a long list of potential contestants, meaning you've already won.
The bet she has won and she's gonna be on TV in the exact show that she's always watching. She can't believe it. For the first time in a long time, ajabule mfethu. She tells her neighbors, her so-called friends, bonke bajabule, afika ama-application form, they help her fill them out and send them out. She starts visualizing the day she gets to be on TV. She takes out her favorite red dress, the one she wore with graduation ka Harry many years prior esaphila no baba ka Harry. And the fact that Harry is a graduate but uphila lempilo ekanjena is really sad, and it's reality. A lot of people are graduates like myself, but I'm not working in the field I studied for. And in fact, I'm unemployed. But anyway, and umethu yayilinganisa lengubo ayisamneli. She's gained some weight. Ayisafaseki la emuva. And instead of going out and buying a new dress that will fit her, she decides to lose weight. She obsesses over it, in fact. Aqala diet restrictive ngolunye uhlobo, basically a starvation diet. She sticks with it for a few days, but the hunger is too much. She decides to visit a doctor who gives her some diet pills that I assume suppress her appetite. I think that's what diet pills do, you know. And the pills work. She stops thinking about food and starts to lose the weight. Uzakulahla okunye ukudla okusendlini, but the thing is, these pills have some serious side effects. They make her super energetic and restless. Amjulukisa futhi. They make her grind her teeth. All the while, she's still waiting for a confirmation from the TV station. Every time the mailman comes by,
The mailman. Oh,
Old vibe. When I see it, I'm gonna wave it all over the place.
uyambuza ukuthi is the letter there, but nothing. Instead, kufika uHarry, lijabule oledi limhage mfethu. Bangena endlini bahlale phansi baxoxe. uHarry asho nokuthi uthole ispan ebeqamba amanga because he is not employed as a drug dealer.
I'm sorry I haven't been around in a while, Ma, but I've been busy, real busy.
Oh, yeah? You got a good job? You're doing real well?
Yeah, real good, real good.
What kind of business?
Well, I'm sort of a distributor, like, for a big importer.
uHarry mfethu ezehlisa axolise for everything.
Well, I'm sorry for being such a bastard. I want to make it up. I mean, I know I can't change anything that's happened, but I want you to know that I love you, and I'm sorry. I want you to be happy. So I got you a brand new TV set. It's gonna be delivered in a couple of days. It's
Athembise
from Macy's.
ne-OLED TV enje esho ukuthi it will come by in a few days. This right here is one of the most personal, most heartbreaking scenes in this movie. uHarry axakeka ukuthi waphapha kanjena nje uma, and why is she grinding her teeth? How has she lost so much weight all of a sudden? Then he connects the dots. Abamba ukuthi damn man, she's on
You're
diet
pills, ain't you?
pills.
Ma, can you
Baxabana
run your
embuza
teeth from
ukuthi
here?
ma
Goes
mfethu,
away
why
at
are you
night.
on these pills? Harry tells his mom how dangerous the pills are. And of course, i-OLED lithemba udokotela more than leli phara
How come
eliuHarry.
you know so much, huh? How come you know more about medicine than a doctor?
What's the big deal about the red dress?
You don't know.
She tells him
I'm
that she's
gonna be on
TV, so
television. I got a call and an application and...
Come on, Ma. Who's pulling your leg?
the side effects and the dangers of these pills is a small price to pay compared to what she's doing it for.
What is the big deal about being on television? Those pills you're taking will kill you before you ever get on, for Christ's sake.
Big deal?
Harry realizes that i-OLED lakhe liwayindeke kakhulu manje, and she's too far gone. She's beyond saving at this point. Naye useyiphara njengaye uHarry. Emaqinisweni, Sarah was not beyond saving. She was just stuck in the past. This TV thing was her hope. She's old and lonely. It's very sad, but it is reality. Uma ingane zakho seyikhulile, they move on and go on to live their lives. Ebese mama no gogo besale bodwa, more especially if their husbands are also dead. They just stay by themselves and just live day to day and become addicts to the TV. uHarry wayengabuyela ekhaya ethi ukuhlala ne-OLED lakhe azama ukumdetoxa since he knows so much about drugs. Kodwa uHarry was focused on his drug business. He chose to go away and just hope for the best. We see him cry in the back of the taxi cab ngenxa yobuhlungu bokubona i-OLED lakhe likulesa simo lesana, but he shoots up some more heroin to numb the pain. Just as Tyrone is about to expand their drug business,
You're loyal and you're not a junkie. Brody wants to promote you. He wants to give you more responsibility. You interested?
Yeah.
a shootout
Yeah, man.
happens.
Shit, you got a white driver.
And then we go on to part 2, which is fall. Here in South Africa, we say it's autumn. Things start to fall apart. Luckily, he escapes unharmed, but he gets arrested. Harry bails him out ngemali business lab.
They got most of our cash.
Iqale yehle imali esiqoqoqweni, and word on the street is that the heroin yabo, the drugs that they sell and use, is basically nowhere to be found in the
He
streets.
said Sal to keep is keeping all this shit down in Florida until guys like Brody were all knocked off. No one's got a thing.
The only people who have some heroin are selling it for a very, very steep price, or for pussy.
He only giving up for pussy. What? Pussy.
I mean, why wouldn't you? If supply is low and demand is sky high, you might as well maximize your profits if you've got the products. And uHarry neTimbalake don't have enough money or dope to keep them afloat. They are in real trouble because they are also craving their product. It's like izinto fell apart overnight. They were going good 1 minute and the next they were starting to fall apart. uHarry aqalwe yiqhubu la in his arm la ajwayele ukuzijova khona.
Maybe we should dip in now.
Come on, Mary. I already told you, all right? It's all we have.
Ebese uHarry suggests that Marian ask for some money from her therapist, Arnold. Impandla leya.
Look, I don't know what else to do. Okay, this is our last chance to get back on track. We need the bread.
Getting the money is not the problem, Harry.
What is the problem, for Christ's sake?
I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get it.
Marion tells Harry that she'll probably have to do something very nasty in order to get the money. Probably she'll have to sleep with the guy. And Harry, he encourages it.
We'll be back in business in no time. We'll start saving. It'll be perfect, just like it was, I promise, Marion.
Nangempela, Marion goes through with it because she's also craving. She is not in control. She's not thinking straight. She fucks the guy for money. Mind you, this girl comes from a well-off family. But ngenxa yendlela ama-drugs asemlawula ngayo nangendlela akaziphethe ngayo, nabo abazali ba-Marion sebageza izandla baphuma kuyena completely, which I'm sure was not something they wanted. And for Harry to make his girl do something like this is diabolical and heartbreaking. I'd rather go out and rob people instead of pimping out my baby. Fuck that. He has to shoot up in order to silence the thought of his girl being fucked by another man. Marion comes back with the money. She feels so dirty and there's this space between them now, you know. So Harry and Ty attempt to go score some dope. But chaos ensues. Shots are fired and the seller dips before Harry and Ty could buy. Back at home, Marion is craving like never before. Ubheka ko dustbin, anything in hopes ukuthi she'll find some dope or anything they may have dropped by mistake. I've done this before. I've craved weed so bad that in the middle of the night you'd find me looking through my rubbish in hopes to either find some weed or some rolling paper or anything I may need at that point. She tears up her designs, but finally abuyu hair. When he tells her ukuthi they couldn't get any dope, Marion loses it.
I mean, everything was going good. And then some dumbass junkie...
Did what? Some dumbass junkie did what? You mean you fucked it up? You promised me that everything was gonna be okay, remember?
That was you.
I fucked that sleaze bag for you, and I put myself through fucking hell for you?
There's nothing out there!
Holy shit! You fucking loser!
She's been waiting all day. Ebese to Harry, ukhona umjiti who has dope, but he's not selling it. He only gives it out for pussy. Ambhalele inamba yakhe, amshiye kanjalo. So Harry and Ty decide to go out of state, kwelinye idolobha, in order to score some more dope.
What would happen if we went down there to cop? Man, we got nothing to lose.
It's wide open, and if we get there right away, we can name our own price, and we can sit back and be cool and have those fucking fools scuffle the streets for us.
And that was not a terrible plan. So they get on the road. Ungakhohlwa njalo umaka Harry, Sarah Goldfarb, wasala waqhubeka namaphilisi and was finally able to fit into her red dress. The confirmation letter from the TV station never came, but she fell deeper and deeper into her pill addiction. She built up a tolerance. The pills were no longer suppressing her appetite. She was getting hungry again. So she started popping more pills in order to suppress the hunger. That's what happens with drugs. You build up a tolerance and you need more of the same thing in order to feel the same way you felt when you first started consuming whatever it is you are consuming. And this resulted in her slowly losing her sanity. She starts hallucinating and started to think that her fridge wanted to attack her. She decides to run out the house. And then we go on to part 3, winter, where things went from bad to worse. Sarah gets on a train and is now looking like a completely mad person. She looks so scary. She goes all the way to the TV station. When will she be coming on? She got on a red dress. She's ready to go on air right now. And they just sit her down. They call security on her.
To be on with my Harry and my grandson.
Just don't embarrass like this. Sometimes it takes a while to get called for a show. This is how fun.
Oh, we're giving the prizes away. I just wanted to be on the show.
What's your name? Two. Let's take it easy.
uHarry noTyrone ngala are able to score some dope, but lela qubu la Harry has become isilonda nje impela manje, but he keeps injecting these drugs in it. Marion gets more and more desperate. She gives in and calls the guy Big Tim, the guy who wants pussy for drugs. She fucks him or he fucks her.
Oh, I know it's pretty, baby. I didn't take it out for air.
And is handed some dough and is invited again for some party. She hates herself for this. They take Sarah to a psych ward because useyahlanya ngempela manje. They try to force her to eat some food. She refuses because she thinks that she will get fat and won't be able to fit into a dress and won't be able to go on to the show. Ngala isilonda saHarry gets worse. Tyrone takes him to the hospital because it was getting unbearable. At the hospital, the doctor calls the cops on them as soon as he sees the sore on Harry's arm because it's obvious the sore because of drugs. They both get arrested. I'm assuming they found some drugs in their possession as well. At jail, Harry calls Marion and in a sad scene, they cry on the floor. Nebuzo Marion uthi kanti ubuya nini mfethu. I'm sure if it's I'm tired of prostituting myself for these drugs.
You come today.
I'm sorry, Marion.
And then Ty's withdrawals were also starting to kill him. Uharry ngala isilonda sakhe has now infected damn near his whole arm. Marion finishes the dope they gave her and goes back to Big Tim for some more. We remember that she was invited for a party. This time, she has to participate in more degrading and humiliating sexual acts in front of groups of men. Sarah still refuses to eat anything, and they make her sign some papers and they give her shock treatment. They fry her in order to reset everything. So sad, man. Harry's wound gets so bad that ejele akasakwazi ukusebenza. The wardens take him to the hospital to take off his arm. And at this point, all want to put him up. But it was too late. They were no longer in control. It was the arms and the addiction which had them sick. Harry ends up lying in a fetal position in a hospital room, seeing that he's bleeding, his arm is bleeding. Marion ends up lying in his face, laying in a fetal position. Who saw but with no behind, no dignity or self-respect. Tyrone ends up lying in a fetal position, in a dress thinking of his mom and how he's disappointed her. Sarah, on the other hand, she also ends up in the fetal position, realizing that her dream of being on TV is no more, and it was all just a scam. She chooses to use her imagination and fantasize about it in order to comfort herself. The end.